Okay, let me take a look at the following question. An employee transferred from the US sales department to the Hong Kong sales department midway through the period covered by the US sales annual evaluation process, evaluation performance document. The HR specialist has run the batch eligibility process for the last time after the employee transferred, making him ineligible to use the US sales annual evaluation performance document. However, the organization process requires that the employee be evaluated using performance documents for both his old and new locations. The HR specialist navigates to the manager worker eligibility page and selects the employee. Then the HR specialist clicks the Change Eligibility button, selects the US Sales Annual Evaluation Performance document, and force it to be eligible. Which statement is correct about the ability of the employee and his manager to perform evaluation? Okay, probably it is the most complicated question I discussed. So here we can see possible choices. A. Since the employee no longer meets the eligibility criteria, only the new manager can access the performance document to perform the evaluation. B. Even so, the employee no longer meets the eligibility criteria, he and his manager can still access performance document to perform the evaluation. C. Since the manager no longer meet the eligibility criteria, the employee and his manager are not able to conduct performance evaluation in his new location. And D. The employee and his manager can access the performance document to perform evaluation only in new location. Okay, to clarify this complicated question, I was forced to provide some setups, and I spent some time to provide configuration scenario and provide steps to achieve the correct answer. Okay, let me explain all things step by step. First of all, I would like to show what setup steps I provided. First, I created two departments: US sales with manager James Hatfield, and Hong Kong sales with manager Lars Ulrich. Then I have created two eligibility profiles, one for US sales department and second one for Hong Kong sales department. And the third step was related to performance templates. I created two performance templates, one for US sales department evaluation process and second one for Hong Kong sales department evaluation process. And I attached US sales and Hong Kong sales eligibility profiles respectively. Next, an employee was hired to use sales department first. Then HR specialist run eligibility batch process for use sales annual evaluation performance document, and it meant that an employee became applicable for this performance document. Next, during midway, the employee Kirk Hammett was transferred from US sales department to Hong Kong sales department, and after that HR specialist run eligibility batch process again, two times, one for use sales annual evaluation document and for Hong Kong sales annual evaluation document, performance document. In that case, employee lost eligibility for US sales evaluation document and acquired eligibility for Hong Kong evaluation process. So let me show the rest in the system. Okay, I'm logged as an HR specialist, and first of all I would like to show the employee we're talking about, Kirk Hammett, just to make sure that he has been transferred. We can view assignment history, and if we click view change details, we can see that he was transferred from US sales to Hong Kong sales. Okay, so the next step, let me show what current eligibility he has. Let me go to performance work area. As an HR specialist, I have access to administration area, and here we can see tasks related to worker eligibility for performance document. We can pick employee name, drill. As we can see, he has new manager, Lars Ulrich, from Hong Kong sales department. And here we can see eligibility statuses for two documents. First, he is eligible for Hong Kong sales annual evaluation process, and I just made force eligibility for use sales annual evaluation process. Even so, he was not eligible for use sales annual evaluation process anymore. System allows us to change eligibility, to force eligibility for certain documents. Okay, now I would like to show, first of all, I would like to log in as a new manager. And show what he can do. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, yes. I'm logged as Lars Ulrich, and if I go to my team performance work area, we can see as a manager for an employee, he has access to Hong Kong sales annual evaluation process. But also he can see use sales annual evaluation document, but he can't evaluate it. He can only view this document. And as mentioned before in previous questions, to acquire ownership of this document, it is possible to run transfer performance document. It is possible to run by old manager or by HR specialist. By default, new manager can only view old document. Okay, now I am going to log in as an employee. And see what what he can do. I'm going to navigate to performance work area, and as we can see, employee has access to both documents. He can continue work with view sales evaluation and provide some ratings. There is no goals and competencies, but it doesn't matter in our case. So we can provide overall rating and click submit. Okay. Document submitted for his old manager, and now as a final step I would like to log in as his old manager and confirm that he still has access to US performance document. Let me go to my team performance work area, and we can see that old manager still has access to his old employee and his old performance document. So he is able to finish evaluation for this document. Okay, because there is some restrictions, I have to provide all competencies, so I don't want to finish this document, but as we just convinced, the correct answer should be B. Even so, the employee no longer meets the eligibility criteria. He and his manager can still access the performance document to perform the evaluation. Thank you.